I wish someone had warned me about this earlier. So in the early days, I did everything, not because I was unfocused, but because I didn't know what people were actually willing to pay for. When I started Reveal, our value proposition was just verification of property so that people can invest in real estate securely in Ghana. But then when we started, we realized that people needed a lot of things. What people actually say they need can be quite different from what they're actually willing to pay for. So then we explored a lot of things, short-term, long-term rentals and other avenues in real estate, just to have a taste of what people are actually willing to pay for. Because the customer determines the direction of the business, not your assumptions. So yes, I experimented and it felt messy at times, but this experimentation gave me clarity on where to move Reveal towards. Recently, I watched an interview on the Diary of a CEO with Tony Robbins, and he talked about patterns and how success often comes from recognizing existing patterns and then creating your own. That really resonated with me because that's exactly what I did with Reveal. I studied the patterns around how people buy land, how scams happen in Ghana's real estate markets, and then created Reveal's own pattern around verification, transparency, and then guidance. Now, as patterns are emerging in Reveal's business operations, I'm learning when to narrow down and focus on what actually moves the business forward. So if you've already started your business and you think you're already doing too much, don't be worried about that, because the mistake isn't doing too much early on. The mistake is never learning from the patterns and never actually transitioning from exploring the different patterns and then focusing on one particular pattern for your business. Remember, businesses don't win from copying patterns or ignoring them. They win by understanding the existing patterns first and then creating something better. That is where the value lies. This is week 4 of my entrepreneur diary. See you next week.